Junkenstein himself made a grand appearance.
You will all regret the day you laughed at Dr. Jameson Junkenstein!
By then, the Doctor had gone mad, driving the creations forward, consumed. The Vikings scoffed at the now still form of Dr. Junkenstein, another dead by his own hand.
Thank you.
The Wanderers had beaten back Dr. Junkenstein's initial attacks, but their ordeal had only just begun.
Oh, excuse me.
The shadows took shape and coalesced into the form of the Reaper.
The enemy approaches on the right.
The monk banished the Reaper, who faded into the night's hand.
The Reaper is dead! For now.
The Reaper had been fed.
Stay right there.
The Wanderers felt sure that
Peculiar choice.
Armor here! Come get your armor!
the air became charged with the arcane as the summoner appeared in their midst.
The dragon's fire consumes all.
Greetings.
An inferno of fire and flame birthed a new adversary. This summoner.
Much obliged.
A shock time.
Oh, excuse me.
The Viking had bested the summoner, a victory that brought him special satisfaction.
Locked by the dragon.
Armor! Come get it!
Stay right there.
A looming shadow appeared. Junkenstein's monster had come.
Don't move.
Dr. Junkenstein's creation had been slain. Its eyes as round as
You call that a monster?
and the monster fell with a ground-shaking impact. Its brief but bloody existence at an
Armor up! Armor over here!
Oh, there.
In the midst of the battle, Junkenstein's most powerful ally appeared.
My servants never die. You amuse me.
Stay right there.
The witch had returned the fallen from beyond the grave. It's Hanu. With a well-aimed shot, the gunslinger fell Dr. Junkenstein.
That's enough from you, Dr. Junkenstein.
Still
The door is heavily damaged.
weakened. The monk's blows took their toll upon the monster, and he crashed lifelessly to the ground. For the briefest of moments, the relentless pace of Dr. Junkenstein's advance slowed. But the worst was yet to come. Out of the night, the Reaper returned.
I sense an enemy to the right.
The Reaper was no.
It's high noon.
The Reaper's body faded into the darkness of the night.
Sorry, Pumpkin.
Your torment is
Much obliged.
armor here.
Fire and ash gave way to reveal the form of the summoner. Not as dead as the Wanderers had hoped.
The enemy approaches on the right.
The summoner
A
had
shock
returned.
tire approaches on our right.
Stay right there.
The Wanderers had slain the summoner.
Oh, excuse me.
The gunslinger was as good as his reputation, and he found his marks, and the summoner died. The doors shuddered under the
The doors are giving out!
Dr. Junkenstein was not yet finished. His monster rose again.
Thank you kindly.
The monster had returned.
It's high noon. Stay right there.
Arrows sprouted from the monster's body as the archer finally brought the creature to its knees. Unknown to the heroes, Dr. Junkenstein had other allies.
Thank you. Much obliged. Hold up now.
I sense
The
an
man
enemy
of
to
Dr.
the right.
Junkenstein had been slain, but the Witch of the Wilds was
Dr.
not
Junkenstein is dead.
Not in the least.
The enemy approaches on the right.
The archer struck down the witch, though in his heart he knew it was not the
The
last.
witch is
I'll
gone,
learn you.
but she will return.
Stay right.
With a thunderous crash, the monster fell to the ground. All semblance of life extinguished. The Wanderers had held the doors long enough for the castle's
Ready for
denizens to flee
transcendence.
to safety. But their own survival was far from assured.
Oh, excuse me.
The shadows took shape and coalesced into the form of
The enemy marches towards us.
It was the Reaper!
Experience tranquility.
Our enemies attack over the rampart.
The Reaper rejoined the battle. The monk had succumbed to his wounds. The Reaper was destroyed.
The
The Vikings struck down the Reaper. For the moment.
A shock tire.
Fly. Right there.
The summoner here. The summoner's corpse burned.
Our enemy.
That door's coming down. Get on it.
The Viking's body slumped motionless to the ground.
Dragon magic's not enough to save you from me.
A looming shadow appeared. Junkenstein's monster had come.
Don't move.
The monk had succumbed to his wounds. The monster was no more. It's high noon. Junkenstein's monster attacked.
Easy.
Junkenstein's monster was slain.
Much obliged. Stay right there.
The witch was not to be undone, and she emerged from the shadows once again.
A shock tire approaches on the left.
It's high noon. The witch appeared in their midst.
Experience tranquility.
Pardon me.
The battle turned against the castle's defenders, as one of the heroes fell.
Oh, excuse me.
Thank you.
Stay right there.
The Viking looked over the witch's unmoving form, knowing he had not seen the last of her. Once again, the Reaper took shape. It was the Reaper!
I sense an enemy.
The gunslinger's luck had run out. Gone was the Reaper. The heroes fought valiantly, but they could not stop Dr. Junkenstein and his creations. The castle fell, the defenders were slain, and Junkenstein had his revenge.
Much obliged.